homeless people use the bus as somewhere to sleep or to stay warm or something like that. Yeah, you see the homeless people in London travel around the underground. They just go round and round and round and round. Yeah. I don't think they travel for free, but it's warm, and it's a place. It's it's warm. It's a place to sit down, and they can get from one part of London to another. So they do that, or they travel around by bus, or it's part of their life. They stand outside the underground stations and they beg for money, and then when they get money, they buy a ticket and they travel somewhere. So yeah, it is interesting. It's crazy, you know. It's also interesting that in certain parts of London you can make more money begging than you can working. If you're in the city areas and you're begging, you can make £100 an hour begging there. Yeah, it is. It's more profitable to do that. Well, I don't understand why people give money to people on the street. I've never understood that. Because if you give money to somebody who's doing nothing, they will continue to do nothing, right? I mean that. And so I don't agree with giving money. If you want to give food to them, if you want to give them a cup of coffee, if you want to give them, so I don't know, something that to help them sustain their life, okay. But I really don't agree with money, because one of the reasons that they're on the street is that they can't handle money, right? One of the reasons that they're living on the street is that they have problems with money. So if you give them more of what they already have problems with, it's really not going to help them. So the best way to help them is information, advice, food, drinks, and that. Also, you very rarely see somebody begging on the street with a sign that says, "Will work." Right? Have skills, will work for money. You very rarely see that. You don't see that because the people just want the money. Because that would be like a real beggar would be like somebody, and real beggars, real people who have problems don't have time to beg because they're too busy trying to find a job, right? They're too busy surfing the internet in the local library, or they're emailing people, or they're knocking on doors, or they're working on something to make themselves better. They don't have time to sit and do nothing and hope that somebody gives them something. It's not really a very positive philosophy. It's like in the center of town here, even in Banskoby streets, that you see it, where people give me some money. My perspective is brutal. My perspective is fuck you. Do something for me. If you come to my door and you knock on my door and you say, I've got no money, but I've got no money, I need some money, I will do something for you. Like I'll take your post to the post office, or I'll clean the floor, or I'll wash the windows, or I'll clean your car, or I'll do something. Then I'll give you something. But if you walking around with a cup saying "Give me money for doing nothing," that's crazy. And then the people get annoyed or frustrated because you don't give them money, which is funny, really. It's ridiculous. It's a crazy world that we live in, for sure.